Welcome to Top 10 Goons. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 10 richest politicians in Nigeria. Nigeria is filled with wealthy politicians like Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Lagos State, Rochas Okorocha, Orji Uzor Kalu, Ibrahim Babangida, but the big question is this: who is the richest among them? Rotimi Amaechi was a former speaker and two-term governor of Rivers State. Let's not forget, a former minister of transport too. You can't occupy important positions like this in Nigeria without being a moneybag. Rotimi is more of an investor than a businessman with physical businesses. He owns expensive automobiles such as a Lexus LX 570, a Land Rover Discovery, a Mercedes AMG G63, a Mercedes Maybach Visual 6. The Rivers State politician is worth $780 million. Dino Melaye, the former senator from Kogi State, is more of a businessman than a politician. The politician prefers investing abroad than in Nigeria for reasons best known to him. According to reliable sources, he has numerous franchises in the United States of America and also owns huge stake in many American tech companies. The car freak owns a 2020 Lamborghini Aventador, a Porsche Panamera, G-Wagon, Bentley and Rolls-Royce. The vocal senator have a net worth of $800 million. Adamu Muazu, the former governor of Bauchi State, born on the 11th of June 1955, is among the richest politicians in Nigeria. The former PDP national chairman, who obtained a master's degree in construction economy from the University of Birmingham, have been in the Nigeria political and business scene for decades. The wealthy politician is among the long list of private jet owners in Nigeria. Adamu Muazu, who was also the former director of the Nigeria Port Authority, has an estimated net worth of $895 million. Orji Kalu, the former Abia State governor's name must be mentioned when you want to talk about Nigeria's richest politician. Before delving into politics, the politician was a successful businessman already. Various sources have it that he started his first business at the young age of 19. Although no one can deny the fact that politics made Orji Kalu more richer, the politician, who was born on April 21, 1960, is currently a serving senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria representing Abia North Senatorial District. Orji Kalu is the chairman of Slug Holding, a company in the maritime sector that specializes in import and export, building of ships, and servicing of oil firms in Nigeria. Orji Kalu is also the owner of Daily Sun newspaper and the News Telegraph, affording luxury automobiles such as Bentley, Porsche, Rolls-Royce, G-Wagon, and even Land Cruiser is not a problem to the wealthy senator. Orji Kalu owns a Gulfstream 111, Bombardier Global 7000, and a Gulfstream G550, which, according to aviation experts, is the fastest civilian jet in the world. Orji Kalu is worth a whopping $3.3 billion. Failing to become the president after several attempts does not mean Atiku Abubakar is a failure in wealth creation through business and investment. Atiku, who was born in the year 1946, retired from the Nigeria Customs Service after he rose to the second in command, which was the Deputy Director of Customs in Nigeria. The politician will later retire from service to focus on business and politics. Politicians who falls into depression after failing in an election need to take a coaching class from Atiku Abubakar. Failing to become the president after 5 attempts is no joke at all. Atiku have huge stake in several businesses both in Nigeria and abroad. Some of Atiku's business and investment in the public know are Intel, a company that provides logistics and various services to oil and gas industry in Nigeria. Atiku also owns the American University, Yola. Atiku Abubakar is also a major shareholder in many banks both in Nigeria and abroad. The former vice president also owns a private jet, mansion in Dubai and Maryland, United States of America. The former vice president has a net worth of $3.5 billion. Rochas Okorocha, the former Imo State governor, now a senator, was the first Southeast governor to join the All Progressive Congress. Rochas Okorocha started hawking at a very young age on the street of Jos just to keep body and soul together. According to the 1962-born politician, hawking on the street really made him understand the concept of wealth accumulation. As a way of giving back to the society, the successful Rochas, who needed no one to tell him about the plight of the less privileged children, founded the Rochas Foundation. The foundation caters for the educational need of children whose parents are not financially buoyant. Rochas Group of Company is the parent company to all his business interests, which include banking, insurance, automobile business, and real estate. The former governor, now a senator, owns exotic rides such as Rolls-Royce Phantom, Bentley Bentayaga, Mercedes G-Wagon, and many others. While the money bag can afford a private jet, there has been no traces of him owning one. The former Imo State governor has a net worth of $4.9 billion. If the name Ifeanyi Ubah FC, a football club owned by Senator Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah, does not ring a bell, I am very sure Capital Oil would do. The politician cum businessman born in Nnewi, Anambra State in the year 1971 to parents who are both teachers has really break many business ground to appear on the list. It will be recalled that Ifeanyi Ubah dropped out of school and went into apprenticeship since his parents could not afford his school fees. His business acumenship at a very young age made him a millionaire at the age of 16 while running an auto spare part business. Instead of living in luxury after making it big, Ubah instead expanded his business by exporting auto parts to neighboring countries like Ghana, Togo, and Benin Republic. Of course, we all know the security of the rich is not always guaranteed in the midst of the poor. To further justify this saying, his convoy was attacked by people suspected to be assassins some time ago. As God will have it, he escaped death by whisker, although one of his security details was not that lucky. In the year 2001, he founded Capital Oil, a diversification move that would later register his name amongst Nigeria billionaires. Capital Oil, as at the time of recording this video, is responsible for the distribution of 32% of petroleum products consumed in Nigeria. His business interests cut across banking, maritime, and manufacturing, and not just oil alone. Rolls-Royce Phantom, Toyota Prado, Mercedes G-Wagon, and BMW X6 are some of the powerful rides in his garage. Of course, Ifeanyi Ubah owns a private jet too. This Embraer Legacy 600, worth $35 million, belongs to the business mogul. Ifeanyi Ubah is currently worth $5 billion. Ibrahim Babangida, aka the Maradona, was born in Niger State in the year 1941. Babangida became the head of state after he succeeded in overthrowing Muhammad Buhari as the head of state. And only the June 12th election, where MKO Abiola won, has forever written his name in the bad book of Nigeria history. If a civilian president can embezzle public funds without much questioning, then just imagine what a military head of state would do. I'm not insinuating anything. Babangida is one of the richest Nigerian politicians alive. He has refused to publicly disclose some of his business and investment. He even denied owning 70% stake in an oil exploration company, Frutex. IBB is also rumored to be the owner of Globalcom Nigeria. He owns more than 30 exotic automobiles. He flies around in his Learjet when he feels like not plying Nigeria's smooth road. When Forbes estimated his net worth to be around $12 billion, the Minna-based former military head of state denied it. Is there anybody who have not heard of the name Bola Ahmed Tinubu before? The All Progressive Congress national leader, now the president-elect in the just concluded presidential election, has been a money bag even before joining politics. Being a treasurer to a multinational oil conglomerate like Mobil is no small feat. The former Lagos State governor, whom many allege to be responsible for the installing of governors in Lagos State, is richer than many Nigerian states. Tinubu's success in both business and politics has attracted haters and admirers in their huge numbers. His list of business and investment are just too numerous to mention. Did you know Jagaban, as his supporters often call him, owns a huge stake in Apple, the maker of iPhone? For every iPhone sold in the world, Tinubu have some dollars rolling into his account. just so you know. The Nation newspaper, TVC Continental, Oriental Hotel, Ikeja Shopping Mall, Alpha Beta, a firm responsible for the collection of tax in Lagos for a 10% fee, are some of its traceable business. Since Tinubu can afford any automobile money can buy, we are going to be talking about his 3 expensive private jets and their worth instead. The president-elect owned a Bombardier Global Express private jet worth $50 million, a Bombardier Challenger worth $60 million, and another Bombardier Global Stanza worth $62 million. As at the time of doing this video, he is worth $14 billion. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, also known as Baba Iyabo, is the richest politician in Nigeria, if not the whole of Africa. The former president, who also became military head of state after the death of Muritala Muhammad, is highly respected among world leaders. Obasanjo's passion for agriculture is second to none. He owns several farms across Nigeria and not the Ota farm alone. The former president seems to lack the skill, time, and strength to run physical business. This could be the reason his company Obasanjo Holding only specializes in investing in existing or growing business in both home and abroad. Obasanjo is rumored to have controlling shares in companies like Nigeria Breweries, International Breweries, Guinness Nigeria PLC, and several other commercial banks and telecommunication companies like MTN, Nine Mobile, and Airtel. There is hardly any company in Nigeria without Obasanjo's input. If you know what it means to control the treasury of a country like Nigeria for 8 years unchecked, then you shouldn't be surprised about Obasanjo's net worth of $18 billion. Is there any politician you expect to see in the list that we forget to mention? Or is there anything you disagree with in the video? Let us meet in the comment section below.